Hari Om, and next mantra today is the Pathway of Kundalini. I'm going deeper down into the actual passage and enlightenment parts. It's the mantra 37. Brahma Madvara Mukham Nityam Mukhenachadya Tishtati Yena Dvarena Gantvayam Brahmadvaram Anamayam. The translation is: the Kundalini lies eternally with its mouth closing the passage to the door of Brahman, all prevailing consciousness. By going through the passage, one is freed from suffering when the door of Brahman is reached. Quite interesting passage. Let's see the commentary. The Kundalini lies in a dormant state with its mouth over the passage of Sushumna. And Kundalini here in the mouth, you can see there's a serpent here, usually that's why I would be the picture, which is referred to here as a passage or to the doorway of Brahman, universal God, whatever you call it, universal force. Brahman is a Vedic parallel to Shiva. It means the ever-expanding consciousness, the transcendental or perfect state of being. According to Tantra, Shakti and Shiva are ever merged in unmanifest dimension. This is symbolized by Ardhanarishvara, the divine androgynous aspect which embodies Shiva and Shakti in one form. At the individual level, the marriage of Shiva and Shakti is symbolized at Sahasrara chakra. From the state of ever-expanding consciousness, Kundalini Shakti descends to Muladhara, the earthbound state of limited consciousness. In the process of descent, the Kundalini comes down through the Sushumna passage, which links all the chakras together from Sahasrara to Muladhara. The descent of Shakti through the chakras is responsible for manifestation. Sushumna is the pathway through which Shakti descends at the time of creation and ascends at the time of dissolution, when it returns to the source or state of perfect union with Shiva at Sahasrara. The descent of Shakti is known as Shrishti Krama, the creative process, and the ascent is known as Laya Krama, the dissolution process. It's quite in detail here, so we can continue reading because I don't think I could explain better than it's described here. And you can see here its symbology constantly reminds us about our body and chakras and Shaktis and Shiva as a universe creation and everything involving from having a child, giving a birth, to creating universe and destroying the universe. Therefore, it is a Sushumna passage through which Kundalini descends at the time of creation and ascends at the time of dissolution that links the gross and transcendental experiences in the course of human evolution. It is this pathway which is known as the passage to the door of Brahman. The terminal point of this passage is at Muladhara, where the Kundalini covers the opening of Sushumna with her mouth, preventing any reversal or dissolution of the manifestation process. Thus, the entire law of creation, preservation, and destruction is under the control of Shakti, Prakriti, or Kundalini. The mantra further states that one who ascends this passage is freed from suffering when the door of Brahman is reached. Suffering is the outcome of entrance into the manifest dimension. Man suffers because of the body, which is comprised of elements. As the Kundalini ascends to Sushumna, it awakens the major chakras relating with the Pancha Bhutas, or 5 elements. So we know the earth, water, fire, air, ether. In this process, the chakras, along with the corresponding elements, are gradually transcending, and the yogi is freed from suffering. The door of Brahman represents the unmanifested dimension or reality, which is beyond the influence of the gunas and the formation of the elements. So the elements doesn't affect you anymore. It's mean you become transcendent. There's no more gravity, there's no more elements, chemistry, you cannot be burned, you cannot be drowned, So you're beyond that, yeah? So you become as a god. Therefore, it is said that the Kundalini both binds and liberates. Yeah, so that's the same force that caused the creation and bring us to all these elements in the chakras, and at the same time it's the one through which you are get free, liberated, and that's the like a wonder or the power of this. The Kundalini is basically the creator distractor in one. Therefore, it is said the Kundalini both binds and liberates. That's what I say. This same force is the cause of both man's downfall and his liberation. And that's exactly what we talked previously before, a couple of points before, when we talk about two sides of the coin and duality. So there's no duality actually exists. So we do need a dark black space to realize the light and so on. So one cannot exist without the other. There's no dark without the light. There's no light without the dark. According to Vajra Tantra, one must rise by that which one falls. And another thing, it's like that's the point of the life. You have to be born and go through this birth suffering to become to this world, and then through the life you have to go specific stages, childhood. You need to become teenager, then grown up, then maybe have children, family, then get old. You have to go through this. You have to go through the liberation through the death as well. So although I might find like people dreaming not to be able to not die, live forever, you cannot do this. There's no liberation without it. So there's no living in happiness without it. You cannot be happy if you live forever, or it will be a little bit different. So for those who seek her unmanifested aspect, Kundalini bestows liberation, and to those who seek her manifest aspect through material achievements and sensory enjoyments, she gives bondage. One receives one's own due according to one's desire. And yes, and maybe it's not, we cannot say it's good or bad, yeah? Here in this sense, all the ways are needed to be done. The question is the question of all the yogis who practice yoga. What is your choice? Do you want to relive this over and over again? So if you do some kind of type of lesson in this life, in this reincarnation, and you didn't pass it through, it will come back to you. We all know that. The question is how long you want to repeat the same scenario, how long you want to stay in this, like they say, in this matrix. It only depends on yourself. And there'll be the point of your life. It doesn't matter when it's in your life, quite early or later on, when you decided that's enough, I'm ready, I want to transcend. I played enough with these toys, with material things. I had enough of it. I'm not interested in the parties anymore. I don't need fancier car or bigger house. I want to find the pure, transcendent knowledge in the love. And then when people start turning to the yoga, and I hope that's what's happened with you. So in this mantra, it's quite straightforward, describes this Kundalini global aim. There's a little discrepancies, so different type of people. There's somebody find it's the only way, Kundalini, and they're very like, as a goddess, it's the only way to transcend, it only goes up. Other people kind of like trying to avoid it, these practices, find it's a little bit maybe more negative, especially if people had some experiences of some Kundalini awakening, and they were not ready or not understood what's happening. Sometimes it comes in very, very unpredictable situations. You could be in the middle of the bus, way somewhere, or it could be in the middle of the night, or it could be somewhere else, not expected place. And if you're not ready, you haven't done cleansing preparation practices before, you don't have guru with you who can guide you through, it might be not very positive experience. Therefore, Kundalini attributed to be sometimes not like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to practice this. But essentially, you can practice any other type of yoga, and eventually you'll have to reach the point when you have to stop. Your Kundalini stop awaken. As I say, it's similar like with talking about the symbology in yoga. You can call it one thing, or you cannot call it anything. You can call it in Sanskrit, you can call it in any your language you speak. You can call it just a triangle, straight line. You can call it divine energy or the goddess name. It doesn't matter, it's all about the same essence, and it's everybody have it. It's like we all have bones, veins, muscles, and the skin. And hopefully some of us have hair. The same with the yoga. We all have prana energy, we have chakras, no matter you believe in them or not. We have Sushumna, we have in Muladhara, sleeping Kundalini force. Anybody, anytime, can waken it up and it will start arising. And everybody can experience more or less similar. It will come to you differently, but it will be the same process. It's like physics law on this planet. Yeah, if you plant your seed in the ground, eventually we're gonna grow. We're gonna have a tree. So that's same with the yoga practice. And have nothing to do. That's why I love about it. Had nothing to do with the religion, beliefs, believing in something. It's only if you believe it will come to you. No. It doesn't matter, you can never believe in anything, you never even knew that that religion exists. You might have Kundalini arising when you were a child, not even know it happened to you, or knew it, everything, and it's never happened to you. So be aware of these type of things. I'm personally a type of person I'd rather know before something comes. So it's more smooth and I know what to expect. In the same time, I love the magic surprise of this world, so I like to first-hand experience things without knowing it, and I did, and it did happen to me, and that's why I'm here. So explore and allow the world to fully open to you. I'm not encouraging everybody to start walking in the water, and that's the main goal of your yoga practice, but I encourage you to continue to be amazed no matter what's happened to you. And when you have these moments in your life or just realizations, your life becomes fruitful and not empty anymore. No matter what's happened with you in your personal life, your work or whatever, you're rich or poor, there's more to life than that. And when it starts showing to you, you have this realization that by far more important and greater than anything materialistic which you impose to think important for you. I hope will come to you. Hari Om. Все? Записали? Хватит? Уйди.